Let's start.
Alright, so the first one, how do you define mobile marketing?
I found out mobile marketing is marketing that targets users via mobile devices. So mobile marketing is pretty much anything that's on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, anything that you can move around with is what we like discussing about. So.
I kind of see mobile marketing as like ways to reach people outside of the home for the most part. Like any way possible, like radio, cellular device, like just little texts that people get, no matter whether it's from like even like little texts you get from like your bank or something when you have like a low balance. That's still marketing like their brand that you know that you are with that brand.
Yeah, and they want you to put more money in your account because it's low or something like that.
Honestly, so it's like they're keeping you updated by giving you the best information as quick as possible. So I think that's also a type of marketing as well. Like they're marketing their brand to you, even though you already exist. It's enforcing the fact that they're your brand. I think that's a thing as well.
Why is mobile marketing important? I think it expands the target market. Like you can not just reach just a small target market with like your brand or your company. You can reach a lot more people and see what else you can market to.
And the statistic where it says 79% of all people who have mobile devices only spend 2 hours away from them when they're awake. So basically, people spend more time on their cell phone or near their cell phone than people watch TV or listen to the radio or usual ways that brands try to market things or advertise things. So you have a better chance of reaching more people through mobile marketing than traditional marketing, even though traditional marketing still receives more money than social media marketing.
I felt that everyone has a mobile media device, at least one of them, and they did a study that 7.7 billion devices are on the earth, and there's only 7.1 billion people. So I think that it's really good that a company or a business implement mobile marketing.
I think getting away from all the statistical stuff about it is really it's important because people are always on the move. Like people are always going somewhere, people are always thinking about what they're going to do next, and people are always constantly going throughout their day trying to figure out what's going to happen next. And I think everything in America is so fast-paced nowadays that people are only going to be able to see marketing and get all the information that they're going to get through mobile marketing. Not everyone's not in their house anymore. People are out going to the club at our age. People are out hanging out with their friends, going somewhere, playing a sport, doing something different. Not everyone's in their house nowadays. Even if you're in a house playing a video game, you can play a video game on your phone and they still post pop-up ads.
Yeah, sure.
And so that does go back to your whole device thing as well, but people are playing on those devices in their car, before practice, outside, at the gym. So it's important because people are just everywhere at all times, so they need to be reached at any point in time during the day. And I think mobile marketing is the perfect way to do it as well.
But also, one of the most important things is that when people want something, you need to hit them with an ad directly when they think they want it. And when you put ads on the TV and stuff, you're not sure. You can see a beer commercial at 7 in the morning. Nobody's going to buy beer at 7 in the morning. I mean, some people might, but most people don't. The point is that when you're mobile marketing, you can control when you post things. So you can control when people see them most of the time. If you're a breakfast place, you can post stuff in the morning and people will see it in the morning. If you're a dinner place, in the afternoon and stuff like that, the important thing is to hit people when they're thinking about it or when they're hungry or when they need something, you hit them with your ad.
Yeah,
and that's how you get
strategic side of it, yeah.
Next, what would you think would be the future of the mobile marketing?
The future of mobile marketing and a marketer. I'm a strong believer that at one point in time they're going to start implanting chips in people just because that's going to be the new thing. And I feel that it's going to get into your thought processing, and whatever you're thinking about at that point in time is ads are just going to pop into your head or some stupid stuff like that. I feel at some point in time, it doesn't have to be within the next 20, 30, 40 years, but I feel in the next at least 50, 60, 70 years, that's what's going to happen. The minute you start thinking about something, ads are just going to pop up. Just like on Google, whatever you search, something related to it is just going to pop up, and they're just going to start giving you every little bit of information that pertains to whatever you were thinking about at that time. And I think that's where it's going.
The fact is that right now, there's double the amount of money that gets put into traditional marketing, like idea or commercials and radio commercials and billboards and stuff. That is double the amount of money that's put into social media marketing. And it's double the effectiveness too, which means that they're working better on getting people to actually buy products. We don't really know why. It's probably because social media is newer and there's still people who have doubts on it. But the point is that eventually it's going to have to even out, or even social media goes ahead, because it's just facts that people spend more time on their cell phone than watching TV and stuff. But you can reach children maybe watching more TV, but grown-ups at work and stuff, you can reach them on their phone at work. Like, they could be anywhere, you can get them at any point, and that's what's important.
Like, even with the kids, like, parents always need to find ways to distract their kids when they need to do something. Like, because even, for example, I was at a tournament a couple weeks ago. Not even a tournament, I was at the basketball game a couple days ago, and these parents had their kids just sitting there, and it's hard. The kids don't have an attention span that lasts that long, so they have the kids on YouTube on their phones, or have them playing games on their phones, and there's also little ads in there. Oh, mommy, can I buy this game that's on here? Can I buy this game on here? So they are marketing to little kids. So it's like the different age groups are definitely there for sure, and they do find ways to market to everyone from young to old, men
So there's
to
like
women.
constant marketing even though you don't know it.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Subliminal messaging. That's what it is. I feel that that's going to be another thing that's going to be big eventually. It's subliminal messaging.
Yeah, my opinion about it is like I feel like things are gonna automatically happen. You're gonna automatically go to Starbucks at 9 o'clock on the dot. They're gonna have your coffee ready 6 days a week that you go to work.
It becomes routine.
Yeah, so that's what I think. Like businesses are gonna like start making schedules. Like fast food restaurants and like fast casual restaurants are gonna start making schedules. Like I already know Panera Bread, Chipotle, Qdoba. You can already like put in your order and go pick it up.
And it makes it more efficient too.
Yeah.
Makes things a lot more efficient in school.
Yeah, so I feel like the big future is like they're gonna have like set things every day to where like you feel like you have the obligation, like, oh, I have to go do this today, I have to go do that, I have to go pick up this coffee, I have to, like they're gonna make it to where like they feel like you're entitled to do what you have to do.
Yeah, that just goes with the whole fast-paced stuff.
The app, like just downloading the app, you constantly get reminders in the app about like certain things. Like if you have like an American Eagle app, like you get like constant things about deals and all this crazy stuff. It's like every app that you have is basically like a marketing tool for that company.
Yeah, 'cause there's always those little pop-ups that just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Even for the things that you haven't touched in for so long, the little ads
Oh,
that
we
you like.
miss you.
Yeah, like when you come back, you got free coins or something. Like they try to get everything to draw you back just so that they can spit the marketing stuff at you. Sure, you're having
And
fun
that's
playing the game.
like, that's Pandora. Like
Pandora does it. I have this that Asphalt 8 game. Like that game constantly. I haven't played that game in like 3 months. Constantly getting like little ads up top, like, hey, when are you coming back? Hey, you have this new car here. You have blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, I haven't deleted it yet, but it's always there. And it's a constant reminder, like, oh, I still have that game. I still have that game. It's stuff like that. I think that's where it's gonna end up taking.
Do you ever feel like apps will ever go away? Or you feel like they're always going to be around?
I mean, that's what people say about computers. And
Just
about,
make it
like,
easier.
Yeah.
They just make it easier to use.
Or just like design them differently.
Yeah. Okay, well, those were our topics that we discussed today. Check back next week for more discussions.
Hold on, though.